Do you want to know how awesome Dude Perfect's content marketing is, as well as the lessons we'll learn from the dudes throughout the years? Then stick till the end of today's video. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How you doing today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. And if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, content marketing, and one of my favorite company. You can call it company now, Dude Perfect. We've been watching those guys for the last few years, and they are just awesome. Everything they touch becomes gold, actually. It's just fantastic. So today I want to talk about their content marketing strategy, how really effective it is. Before I get into the nitty gritty here, I want you to take a look at a couple of things. Let's look at Dude Perfect's website. And we're just showing you on the screen right now some of the screenshots we took from their website. Look at the first screenshot. You have a call to action that is this guy's here, CTA. So they're telling you to come to their tour, but they're not telling you to come directly. They're just saying, listen, all tour dates, FYI, if you're interested, show up. We love the playfulness. Look at the playfulness of 2021 merged with 2020. I think it has to do with the COVID-19 pandemic, where the website was actually created with 2020. And then they switched the whole thing around to 2021. But they didn't ask the how do I say it? They asked the web designer just to change the last zero by 1. No, they added a little playfulness here by putting some colors. It's just fantastic. So 2021. So they're actually scratching 2020 over by having 2021. It's brilliant. You can also see that on the homepage. What do we have here, folks? We're having a conversation here around content marketing. Look at the homepage. No or very reduced level of words. Don't talk too much, just show. Look at the second picture. There is no word, only the dudes, only the 5 of them, happy, playful, very engaged, fantastic. Look at the third screenshot. One thing I want to mention, though, when it comes to the second picture with the 5 dudes, you always have the union, the harmony, the synergy between the team. They're always united, and there is consistency. You always have the same position. You always have the joy and harmony, and the logo there is prominently featured. The third picture, and again, all those pictures come from other websites. Third picture, again, they are telling you, hey, listen, we have been vetted by the market. They give you numbers. They're not speaking too much. That's one thing I want you to pay attention to. They're not writing tons and tons of copy. No, they're not writing text here. They're just showing you numbers, facts. For instance, we have 50 million on YouTube, 50 million subs on YouTube. This is a little old because right now they are more than that. They have like 54 million as of the date of this show. So we have 42 million. We have had 42 million mobile game downloads. We have 18 million Facebook followers, and we have 10 million Instagram followers. And the great thing the best thing that I love here is that you have the quote from USA Today that says, "Dude Perfect specializes in the impossible." And what do you see next to the quote? You have USA Today kiosk. And what's even brilliant, it's the slogan of USA Today is what? The nation's newspaper. So what you see here is that they're telling you, hey, listen, the nation's newspaper is endorsing us. And this is fantastic. Scrolling down, you have also another endorsement from one of the best players of the best basketball players of all time. So you have LeBron James. And very smartly underneath the quote from LeBron James is all the merchandises that they need. And that they're selling rather in basketball. That's fantastic. And this is brilliantly orchestrated. Very subtle, but very effective. So talking about content marketing, you always want to adapt. You want to adapt your strategy to your target audience. With Dude Perfect, and this is what we see in the last picture here, you always have the playfulness. They are a sports-oriented brand, and they always think about playfulness, always. Being happy, being jolly, and trying to speak as little as possible. Show. You want to show pictures, you want to show videos, but don't put like a lot of copies there. And that's fantastic. Talking about how wonderful Dude Perfect's content marketing approach is, let's just go back to let's just walk back down memory lane. Do you remember that more than 10 years ago, you had a couple of friends, 5 friends at Texas A&M. They recorded a video where they made increasingly cool basketball trick shots. A backwards over the shoulder shot, a shot across the whole backyard, a shot from the roof. The 5 kept trying to one up each other, right? And they also had this ambiance of camaraderie. They were celebrating. Now, Dude Perfects, they have nearly 12 billion. You heard it right, folks. 12 billion views on YouTube. As of the date of this show, they are the 13th most subscribed YouTube channel, and this show was recorded in mid-October 2020. And they are ahead of Rihanna, Eminem, Ed Sheeran, and they are ahead of the NHL, NFL, NBA, and every other league who consistently don't get how internet content works. So in terms of their content marketing, it's just fantastic. Can you believe that they even have a book, an iPhone game, an entire range of merchandise? So they've featured Paul Rudd, Russell Wilson, and Chelsea Football Club. And they have worked with the biggest brands out there. I'm talking about Nerf, Marvel, Bass Pro, Fiat, Pringles, Callaway. Actually, just take a look at this. Look at the screen here. Look at the screen below. So the screen below, we're just showing you that they have a 53.6 million subscribers as of the date of this show right now. And look at the YouTube channel banner. Fantastic. Wonderful. And look at the list of clients they work with. We're showing you now on the screen. You can have a list of clients, and the clients, that list runs the whole gamut. You're talking you're talking about ESPN, to Walmart, to FanDuel, to Nike, to Pizza Hut, BMW, Kraft, Gillette, NBC, GMC, Nestle, CMT, Dick's Sporting Goods. So they have covered the whole market. And this is because not only because they have incredible talent, but they have incredible content marketing strategy and tactics. And that's one thing you have to learn. You have to match, and the reason why it has worked fantastically for them is that they were able to constantly remain true to themselves, which is a playful bunch of 5 folks, 5 dudes, but also matching what they are, their own personality, to what the market is looking for, to what their target audience is looking for. And this is one thing you need to emulate also in your own business. Let's talk a little bit about Dude Perfect. Who is this Dude Perfect? Because I've been talking about Dude Perfect. You probably know them now. Remember, this is not a man. It's actually 5 men, and if you will, a panda. So who are those guys? So you have there is Cody Jones. So he's a tall guy. You have Tyler Tony, the bearded guy. You have Garrett Hilbert, the redhead. Kobe and Corey Cotton, the twins. And of course, Panda, the mascot. So there is no real Dude Perfect panda, sadly. So they ordered the suit from China. Now, how did the crew form? Tyler and Garrett were high school classmates, but the full Dude Perfect crew came together at Texas A&M, where they all went to college. So what happened was they started playing intramural sports together. They bonded and they ended up living as roommates. I mean, this sounds pretty normal. How did they become online stars? Well, guess what? You just start hanging out. You start sharing some good moments. You go to happy hours. You have pizza nights. You have game nights, football nights, and then gradually you start developing bonding. You start having a rapport. You felt some kind of rapport. So that's what happened with them. So someone pulled out a camera and started filming, throwing the footage on YouTube. And lo and behold, Those videos took off. So they produced more, putting more effort into production values and constantly upping the bar with even crazier trick shots. Like, what kind of shots am I talking about? One day, can you believe that they actually cut down a tree and turned it into a giant slingshot, which they used to fling a basketball into a hoop 100 yards away? And that took a few tries, but guess what? They finally nailed it. They got it right. That's amazing. And the question is that how they started shooting basketballs out of planes? Yes. They made a crazy shot out of the Goodyear blimp too. Dude Perfect scored those opportunities because of its massive following on YouTube and other social media platforms, which has captured the interest of major brands. And I've given you some of the list. I've given you some of the brands that were interested. They have worked with them, including Fiat, Adidas, Gillette, Gatorade, Pringles, and Pizza Hut, among others. And the marvelous thing is that their content marketing strategy has worked effectively for so many brands that they are basically now they are the honey of they're the darling of those brands. And what do brands offer Dude Perfect really? Well, in addition to lots of money, of course, brands work with Dude Perfect to create compelling, captivating trick shot videos. Whether the Intels, we've seen it, the Fiat. So with Fiat, they were shutting down a California airport for some stunt driving trick shots, or even Gillette handing the Dude Perfect crew free reign of the Gillette stadium. You also have Whistle Sports, the multi-channel network that represent Dude Perfect, helps connect the group with some of these brands, as well as professional athletes and leagues. This is one thing I wanted to talk about here. Their content marketing will not have been so awesome had they not have a great group, a great network like Whistle Sports behind them. You need to have a great support system. If you are an entrepreneur, you are a small business owner, and you're trying to look for ideas to bring your content marketing to the next level, you need to have a great agency around you. Unless, you either have it outside, you outsource it, or you develop such a team inside. If you take, for instance, Gary V, the marketing guru, has a great marketing team in-house. So it really depends upon your company and your resources. The thing here is that what does the professional sports world think of Dude Perfect? Are they thinking that are they jealous? Are they happy? Are they, overall, according to several news media reports, the sports world, athletes are fans. So Pete Carroll, for example, head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, started showing his team Dude Perfect videos in team meetings. So the Seahawks loved them. So they ended up inviting Dude Perfect to Seattle to collaborate on a video. So that's pretty good. That's pretty fantastic. And the thing here is that people are asking in the industry, what's next? Because they have achieved so much success. Can you believe that? In a few years, and they're still young. Those are still kids, if you think about it. So people are asking, what's next for them? So right now, they have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. So they've got a television show in the works with Super Jacket Productions, though the group has yet to announce the network. They are breaking into the Chinese market with international distribution of on popular Chinese video streaming platforms. And even better, they're looking to do more mobile apps like the Dude Perfect iOS game. So is this new frontier celebrity that we have to think about, where you have not just a group, Dude Perfect, who are celebrities, they are also athletes and influencers. So you have a perfect trifecta here, right? Because a lot of folks sometimes talk about Dude Perfect as this YouTube stars. And we love the YouTube platform, but if you really think about it, Dude Perfect has become much more of a global entertainment icon that reaches audiences through a variety of mediums. Because people are always thinking, oh, YouTube. Yeah, of course. You know what? You can start from YouTube and then branch out to other mediums. You start from YouTube and then you go to general television and then go to Hollywood afterwards. I'll be right back right after this. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How you doing today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. And if you love the content's clarity and quality so far, please consider subscribing to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you can be informed in real time whenever we drop a new show. And we release this kind of shows, guess what? Every single day, rain or shine. And also like this content, share, and comment below. And we were talking about Dude Perfect's content marketing, how awesome it is, what they have done over the years. We love these guys. I mean, we are fans. We are like hardcore fans. They are so great. So what can we learn from Dude Perfect's success? Again, from a business perspective, from a content marketing success, from a content marketing perspective, what can we learn? A few things. Number one, you want to pick a niche. Pick a niche. Dude Perfect started out with trick shots. It's still their bread and butter. That's pretty cool. And in many ways, if you think about it, this is exactly the kind of niche that is ideal for content creation. Because if you think about it, sports, at the end of the day, is a massive category. So trick shots narrows this down considerably because it entails so much creativity. But with enough creativity, it still provides huge range for content creation. So their niche includes making baskets from the top of stadiums, but also throwing a baseball through the windows of two moving trucks or shooting a frisbee out of the air with an arrow. So that's the kind of creativity, ingenuity I'm just talking about here. So you want to pick a niche. Second thing you want to do is you want to explore outside that niche. So once you are able to establish your brand firmly in a particular niche, you can actually branch out. So what Dude Perfect did was, after firmly establishing their brand with video after video of trick shots, they expanded. So they started doing a series called Battles, where they face off against each other in fun contests like running obstacle courses wearing sumo suits, for example. And they did a series called Stereotypes, where they poke fun at the kinds of people you meet in specific situations, like at the movies, playing fantasy football, or over Christmas. So that was pretty cool too. Another thing we can learn from Dude Perfect, especially their content marketing's awesomeness, is that you need to play up personality. So remember, Dude Perfect is not one dude. You have 5 dudes. And those 5 dudes are constantly challenging each other, but also celebrating each other. So the professional skater, Rob Dyrdek, he calls them an all-American brotherhood. And LeBron James thinks they're great. So it's really hard to watch those videos and not feel a weirdly wholesome sense of friendship. So the harmony, the camaraderie, the synergy, the brotherhood is always there. And that's one thing that you want to convey in your videos, in your content marketing, whether it is videos, photos, or written content. Another thing you can learn, and all of us have learned from Dude Perfect's content marketing awesomeness, is that you need to expand your horizons, right? Because one of the funniest things about Dude Perfect is that you have an entire, I would say, entire 1 billion or 2 billion of folks out there who haven't heard of them. So if you don't watch sports, for example, or you're not very outdoorsy, or you don't swim in the collegiate or CMT media ecosystems, you probably haven't heard about them. But that's how digital media properties work. It's a very balkanized landscape, right? So either you're on Facebook, or you're on YouTube, or you're on Instagram, or you're on Pinterest, and it's very rare to have someone who is on all social media platforms at the same time. It's the same thing that if you have let me compare this to another YouTube star, PewDiePie. He's the most popular YouTuber in the world, and you might get similarly blank looks when you talk about PewDiePie to someone who's not on YouTube, for instance. Same thing goes if you talk about Lily Singh, Logan Paul, or Meredith Foster. So those are big personalities, YouTube personalities that are able to expand, and they're able to now navigate other ecosystems here outside their original social media. So you want to expand your horizons. And it doesn't matter, you don't have to be a YouTube creator. You can, whatever industry you're in, whatever niche you're in, you can expand your horizons. And one thing I also want to do here, I also want to say here, is that as you are expanding your horizons, make sure that you've crafted a strategy to get there, a strategy to get to the point you want to get to. In other words, you need to think about your resources. You need to think about the strategy, and most importantly, the people to help you achieve those goals. And the people can be in-house, so you have to train them. You have to make sure that they have a content marketing training in-house, or you can outsource the whole operation. Depends on you. But at the end of the day, you need to have a strategy. You need to have a resources, strategy, and then the process to implement those strategies. And those processes include people, your human capital. All right, folks. Thank you so much for listening to this conversation. I really appreciate it. We were talking about Dude Perfect's content marketing awesomeness, lessons we have learned from the dudes over several years now. And I hope you enjoyed it, that you actually found some value in our show. And if you did, please consider subscribing to our channel and turn on the notification bell so that you are informed in real time whenever we drop a new show. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay perfect.